Greetings, it's Brian from NuTech Cleaning Systems and the ObserveX Consulting Group. For those of you who watched part one of our business video series on, we started right from the beginning, the building blocks of starting a business, should you, shouldn't you, and we're kind of continuing on that like I promised. This is number 2 of the video. So what we're going to talk about, I kind of ended the first video with, are we built to own a business? I talked about how you could be the best carpenter in the world, but after a while, you realize that after dealing with the tax man, dealing with employees, dealing with payroll companies and accountants and all lawyers and all this other stuff, pretty soon you're not cutting wood anymore. You're not even a carpenter anymore. You're not even a cleaner, a plumber, or whatever. So we're going to talk about, are you built to be a business owner? And it's just a thought process. What I'm going to tell you is not a definitive, yes, you're built for it. No, there's no specific test. What it is, it's a train of thought that I want each person to think about in their own brain so they can make their own personal decision if they think this is what they really want. Because they see a business owner and think, oh, the guy's golfing, he's going on lavish vacations. That is, for most business owners, that's a fallacy, okay? Most business owners work really long hours. They work times when they don't want to work. They wish they could go do something else, maybe with their families or what have you. They sacrifice a huge amount of time, money, energy. It can be very stressful on the family, which we're going to talk about in an upcoming video. Are you built to own a business, okay? When I was very, very young, like 21, 22 years old, I had a older gentleman who was retired, but he was a very successful business merchant, and he had made the comment to me, Brian, the problem is most people are just not built for it. And I said, well, what do you mean? Because I was getting ready to start my companies, and I needed to know what he was talking about. And he said, Brian, they don't understand how much it's not like what they think. They're going to have, think about this. If you worked for a car dealership and you sold cars and you worked there for 2 years, eventually you get burned out and you're like, I'm done with this, okay? Maybe you worked for General Motors and you notice now he doesn't work for General Motors. Now he works for Ford, or maybe he works for a tier 1 supplier, something like that. You see this transient thing with employees where they move from one company to another, and it's because they get burned out of what they're doing. They do what they think they can do, and then they don't have that thing to create and create and create, so they keep becoming better and better. They're not setting personal goals, and it's sad because that means the leadership in that company is not helping them set new goals and set new goals. So you have this transient situation with employees, right? So that's no different with business owners. I cannot even count how many guys come in my office week to week and say, Brian, I've been doing this 10 years. I've been really successful. And some of these guys actually have very nice homes, great lives. They're actually what I would deem pretty darn successful. But I'm watching them across the desk and they look sad and burnt out, and they're just done with it. They've just had it. They don't want to deal with insurance adjusters anymore. They're sick and tired of homeowners. I'm talking about restoration contractors in this case. They're sick and tired of the homeowner snagging the check and then having to sue them to get their money and all this. They get burnt out on it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me start off by saying, if you get tired of something and you're not happy, you should absolutely get into a different business, because life is just too short. Why would you want to be in a miserable job or a miserable business? Why? Life is just too short. However, if you are a successful business owner and you look at those few people that maybe in your local community, and you say, wow, he's been doing this for 20 years or 30 years or however long, and you're going to start noticing things about this person. He's very consistent. He does things very specifically. He does not follow the crowd. He makes his own path, and he kind of just does his own thing. So what I would say to you is, are you built for owning a business? If you're the best carpenter in the world, maybe you should own a business. Maybe you should open a carpentry company. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should be the best carpenter and just demand the highest rate and be happy. If you're truly happy cutting wood and putting up trim, maybe that's what you should do. If you're the best restoration contractor and you're making tons of money and you feel good about it and you love what you do, then you should keep doing that. If not, you probably shouldn't be an owner of a restoration company or a carpentry company, because you'll be miserable. So are you built for it to stay the long haul? Because you're going to have your ups and downs in business. It's going to be really successful. Then there's going to be a time where you're wondering, what the heck am I doing? Why am I even doing this? I must be nuts. Trust me, I've had those days too. But 25 years later, here I am. So, and I love what I do. I absolutely love helping people. So I love what I do. So I'm going to end this with the question that only you can answer. Do you feel that you are built to own your own business, and only you can answer that. But I really think about what owning a business really is. So if you have any more, I really encourage people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a whole series of business thoughts and theories and things that I think will really help you be successful. Watch number 1 video of this series. This is number 2, and shortly we'll be putting out number 3 as well. So, and we're just going to continue on with all kinds of business situations and things, and we're going to get into real specific things as we go along. So I think it'll help you guys a ton build your business. So with that, thanks for watching.